What's up, party people? It's KeysDAN with RadioWhat.com, DJLittleRock.com, coming to you live and in living color from the Radio What studios. And this is my podcast, What Makes You Famous? It's an extension of the RadioWhat.com internet radio station that I've been running for quite some time. And if you need DJ services, where do I always send you? DJLittleRock.com. One more time. DJLittleRock.com. Check availability and get a free price quote, and maybe you can have me at your next event. You know I like to party with the people. The people need to be entertained. Are you not entertained? Let me entertain you. Speaking of entertainment, today on the program, I have Josh Galvan out of Texas, Spring, Texas, in the Dallas area. Yeah, he's a local musician, acoustic guitar, that kind of thing. Find him at the coffee shops and the local clubs near you and maybe beyond. But we're going to get to hear a little bit more about Josh Galvan in the next few minutes, so stick around. Kind of excited to talk to him. This week's shows, I have one public show, my usual Friday night gig. Where else? At the Rab in Conway, Arkansas, the Video Dance Party Karaoke Jam. Yes, I said karaoke. It's a little concert starring each and every one of you. You could be a star, at least for a few minutes. Sing your favorite songs. Sing a new song. Sing something different than the regular songs that you sing every week. Sing whatever you sang in the car. Sing the last song that you heard in the car on the way to the show. How about that? Whoa. That's a challenge. It's a whole lot easier to sing the songs that you've been listening to since high school. Usually the stuff that you liked in high school is the stuff that you probably like for the rest of your life. Yeah, test that theory. I've been testing that theory for a long time. The stuff that you like in high school is probably the same music that you're going to like for the rest of your life. Not just music, movies, any kind of pop cultural thing that you listen to or that you were exposed to in high school. You're probably going to like it. You're going to have an affinity for it, an affection for it. And then, I went on a tangent there. I got all waxing nostalgic. But make sure you head out to the Rab on Friday night, the Video Dance Party Karaoke Jam. They got pool tables. They got 10 diamond style pool tables. They got a pool tournament on Friday night. So if you want to try your hand at playing pool and possibly make some money while you're doing it, check out the Rab in Conway, Arkansas. They also have a full bar and the kitchen is open. They have a really good food in that kitchen. You wouldn't expect that. You go to a club, you go to a bar, and you're like, the food's going to be all right. No, the people that own the place also own an Italian restaurant. So they take pride in their food. They always send me home with some goodies. So I'm stoked. I like going to the Rab in Conway, Arkansas on Friday night from 8 p.m. until 12:30 in the a.m. Good times, good times. I got all flustered talking about stuff that I liked in high school. And yeah, I still like it. If some of the movies come on, yeah, I'll probably watch that movie if it happened around that time. And then on Saturday, I think I have a private show. So unless you're invited, you cannot come. But I'm very happy that I get to do this show business. Speaking of show business, let's get into it with Josh Galvan. I got him on Zoom. So if you're listening to the audio version of this, check out the video version on my YouTube page, youtube.com/user/KeysDAN. Zooming Josh Galvan now. Yes. There he is.
All right.
The legend of Josh Galvan has begun and it continues.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. How are you?
Oh, so good, man. And you're obviously a pro. You got your headphones, you got your microphone. You have a very similar setup to what I'm doing right here. And
I had to match it.
I'm the podcaster, but I've seen all your videos, and I got to fart. I got to. Did I say I have to fart? I'm not cutting that out at all. No, I have to first start. Yeah, don't combine the two words together. I have to first start by saying, why aren't you bigger than you are already? I'm listening to your music, and man, you're as good or better than some of the people that I've heard on the radio. Okay, the first person that came to my head was Mike Posner. You remember the song Cooler Than Me?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. A couple of the songs, I'm hearing that. And I'm hearing all you have. And it's not like you're in one little box. You're not in one genre. You put yourself like you have like a Troy, one of these the dance songs that you've put together. You have covers, and then you have. I'm guessing a lot of these are original songs as well. But yes. I'm getting way ahead of myself. I mean, we got an hour to talk, so I want to talk and I want to know more about you. Because Gary said you were from Louisiana, and I see nothing about Louisiana anywhere on your Facebook, on your profile at all. It says the stars at night are big and bright.
It's deep in the heart of Texas. That's right.
See, now we know he saw Pee Wee Herman, and that's the test that Pee Wee Herman gives if you want to know if someone's from Texas. You are from Texas, man. Tell me about Texas.
Yes, sir. Born and raised Houston, Texas. Lived here pretty much my whole life. Moved to Dallas. Moved down to Corpus Christi. Came back. Just kind of laid my flag down. That's where we've been. So I don't know where the Louisiana came from, but I know we've been going back and forth there a lot. So
okay, maybe that's where the confusion has set in. But you say we have been going back and forth to Louisiana, and you're in and around Texas. Who's the we?
Well, okay. So I like to kind of lump fans, listeners, anything like that. We are all in a group. That's what I call it. So I don't like saying I. I've been going back, and I like to use we's and stuff like that. We's and ours,
Hey, it is the royal we, man. And I just heard a podcast, a little podcast about the Louisiana Purchase and how it was bought by the French and then given to the Spanish, but still owned by the French. It has a complicated history before Thomas Jefferson, Andrew Jackson, Thomas Jefferson purchased it. I don't remember, but I need to pay attention more about about the history in and around Texas, and because part of that purchase was Texas in there, and just having that. Okay, growing up in Texas, Texas is its own country. It could secede from the Union very easily. It's got its own electric grid. Which can fail at some points. I know a few years ago it got way too cold in Texas. I'm a Florida boy. I'm here in Arkansas, just above you now. But I remember if it got below 60 in Florida, I'm freezing. I got to put like a parka on, and pretend I'm an Eskimo. It's got to be similar in Texas. Growing up in Texas. How is it? Give people an idea of who a Josh Galvan is.
Well, I mean, in the summer, we get probably as high as 116, stuff like that. I've seen temperatures really shoot up. You can cook an egg on the sidewalk, right? But like when it gets cold, as soon as it drops maybe below 60 degrees, like the whole city starts thinking about shutting down for a little bit.
All right. I get it. Yeah. Okay. And I man, Texas is one of the places that I may move. I may end up. I may live the rest of my life in Texas. I know Rogan is down there in Austin, and that's become kind of the it part of the state. But you're in you're in and around Houston. What is Spring, Texas?
Spring, Texas is just about, I want to say 30 minutes north of Houston. So I kind of like to round it because most of the time, like if I say like Spring or the Woodlands or something like that, not many people are super familiar with the area. So I like to I round it over to Houston, but yeah, we're about 30 minutes north.
Yeah, I want to be on the Spring, Texas. I want you to be on the tourist board. What is there to do in Spring, Texas? Is there anything to do? Are there some clubs, some bars? Would you find Josh Galvan playing in and around Spring?
I would say Spring, Texas is more, there's a lot of different coffee shops and stuff like that. You're going to find more of like the hangout, relaxing kind of atmosphere. So that you would find me there. I would like to be at those coffee shops, stuff like that, play an acoustic setup every now and again. Just north of Spring, there's the Woodlands. They are starting to grow their nightlife, stuff like that, the live bands and whatnot. Go more downtown, you're going to get a lot of the bigger venues and stuff like that. But Spring, Texas, yeah, it's a little bit more laid back, but it's more there's still stuff to do. It's still a cool area to be in.
Well, coffee shops are good. People need coffee,
That's right.
Something to stay awake. I know I have my Cafe Bustelo This
Ooh,
portion of the
nice.
podcast brought to you by Cafe Bustelo. I grew up on it. I'm half Cuban, so from Miami. So it's in the baby bottles. I believe that it was fed to me as a baby. A little Cafe Bustelo espresso. I
That's
used to
right.
say espresso with an X. No, now I know it's espresso. I have to say it properly. But where are your people from in the Texas area? Has your whole family been from Texas, or where do they all come from?
Wow. Yeah. Majority. Everyone has been in Texas, Houston, and South Texas, stuff like that. So, I think my mom's side is from like San Perlita, the Rio Grande Valley, stuff like that, and then my dad is from Austin and San Antonio area.
Wow,
So
you are through and through Texas. Okay,
always.
okay, I did see that you went to school in Texas. You went to Texas Tech. What did you study?
Well, studied international business. Got to, let's see, we're lagging there a little bit. Yeah, studied international business. It was like waking up in another country. The rule was as soon as you walk in, the teacher said that you can't speak English and stuff like that. Let me see. Sorry, I want to double check. Can you say something real fast?
Yeah, in Texas,
there we go.
You went to business school and you couldn't speak English?
Yeah. So for the international business, one of the minors, you had to take a foreign language. And so I dug into German. And it was starting out every day, 7 a.m. As soon as you walked through the door, no English was allowed. You had to just kind of make it work. Yeah.
Okay. That's delving
That was
into
terrible.
it. That's immersing yourself into it. I don't know a lot of German. Are feet the same? No. Our feet are the same? No. Our feet the same? It's kind of a hominy, a sound alike. But
I'm gonna have to remember that one.
yeah, all the terrible stuff. I'm a World War II kind of buff. I like listening to. It's like History Channel is either what is it, Hitler or what, like aliens maybe, and
Usually, yeah.
yeah. There's only two things that are on the History Channel. It's always Hitler again. Oh, this guy. Yeah, but I know they don't talk much about him. But all right, I'm glad you studied business because the music is a business. And if you don't know the business, it will eat you alive. You've heard so many horror stories, or at least, I don't know if you have, but I know I've heard horror story after horror story of people not getting compensated for what they've done. Even on the local level, I'm not saying that any of the fine establishments, the coffee shops of Spring, Texas, will ever stiff you, but it has happened in other places where you'll play a set and you agreed on, say, I don't know, $200 for a 2 hours
exposure.
for a 2 hour set, and they go, tell you what, let's give you a couple of gift cards from the coffee shop. And send you on your way. And we'll mention you on our website. There, you've got some exposure, Josh Galvan.
Let's go.
How am I going to pay my rent with exposure, man? I did that back, when I started back in the 1900s. 1986 was when I first got paid to do a job. And it was... All right, I want you to talk about the first gig you did, because the first one I did, 1986, I did a wedding, got paid $50, and I rented the equipment from Guitar Center for $75. So there's the math.
Yeah, you're already in the hole, right?
But still, I had a gig, and previous to that, I was the high school DJ, always, dragging my records from party to party, from garage to garage. Oh, Dan's got the records and the record players, and he'll play for us, doing the free stuff. That was in high school. But then, once you get out of high school, you want to get paid. But tell me about your gigging as a young Josh Galvan.
Let's see, man. So throughout high school, I hit the talent shows, all that fun stuff. But when I went to Texas Tech, I was doing a lot of the open mics. So I hit a lot of the open mics in the student centers and stuff like that. Then I started getting invited. I got invited to like a fraternity sorority mixer and got to play guitar for them, which was kind of fun. Um, and then I started branching out a little bit further, trying to work some networks and stuff like that. And I ended up catching a few gigs out in Dallas. So I'd be like driving from Lubbock down to Dallas to play these different shows. And I had a couple cool little coffee shop moments down in Dallas. But I think the big one that stuck out was I managed to play at I don't know if I should name drop it, but I was playing at this one bar that ended up turning into kind of like a swingers event in the evening, which was really wild. So I was playing like more of like the singer songwriter lovey songs and stuff like that, and behind me is like full just as much as you can think of. Yeah, let the imagination run. And it was a really wild experience, and I didn't get paid for that one either. It was completely free.
Okay, if you're going to name drop the ones that turned out good. The ones that are kind of sketchy, don't That's name right. drop those. I did, okay, I think I did, I did Discovery, our gay club here in Little Rock, Arkansas. I did the Discovery one time. They said, hey, we want a karaoke show between the drag show. And I started at 9. Okay. BB King had a song, and I know I've mentioned this before on the podcast. He said, the life of an entertainer. You go to work at 9 p.m., and you get off sometime before the sun rises, sometime around then. But I went to work at 9 p.m. At midnight, they shut me down, had a full-on drag show, and then at 2 p.m., I started again until 5 in the morning. It's interesting, the type of shows that we can get involved in. And I know your what is it? Your morals have to come into it as well. You have to have those lines to where, well, anything goes. You could be that guy where, hey, maybe I am the guy with the swinger party musician. Maybe you are that guy. Or is there a line that you won't cross?
I think right now I'm pretty much down for whatever. Send me anywhere. Why not?
Yeah, while you're young.
I'm having fun. I'm meeting a lot of great people.
Absolutely. While you're young, you do whatever you want, man. You're made of rubber. You're Wolverine. You're Deadpool, but a prettier Deadpool. If people are watching if people are listening to the audio version of this, check out the video version, because there is one handsome man sitting right there next to me. Check out the Josh Galvan. He's hot, I tell you. He's hot. But look, but don't touch, because according to Facebook, he's got a lady. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. So they can look real hard.
Yep.
But don't touch. No, but
right.
So tell me about. I mean, shoot, all through my 20s, I was a firefighter. So yeah, I know adventure. You want to do everything under the sun in your 20s. By the time you get in your 30s, stuff starts to ache. I don't even know if you're there yet. You don't look over 20. So to me, and at the age I'm at, anybody under 30 looks 10. They look like they're still in high school. You look like you just got out of high school, if that. And I already know that you went to college, so you might be a little bit older than that. But
that's right. I'm like 30, 33 right now.
What? No, no, don't tell anybody those lies, because you are, you definitely have, and I commend you on your skincare regiment, because as far as it must be a soft camera, because you look good, man. You look good, but and you sound good. I'm telling you, your Facebook, your YouTube page, it's at least 3 years old, and you've put song after song, hit after hit, content after content. You've got it all curated. The short videos are up top. So if you just want a little bite-sized version of Josh Galvan, bam, I get a little bite-sized, little taste. You and your nice Shure SM7B, because I know it's the same mic I'm using right here, the same mic that Michael Jackson used to record the Thriller video, one of the greatest albums, one of the most perfect albums ever made. Yes, and if it's good enough for him, it's good enough for us. So sure, please sponsor us today. So I'm looking for sponsorship from Cafe Bustelo and from Shure Mics. Okay.
Oh,
Make sure you hit up Josh Galvan and throw him some sweet money, and he'll talk all about your mics and your coffee.
always, always.
For sure, man. And you're all right. You're at a point. You don't have a record label. You don't have. Have you ever been approached by anybody to sign on the dotted line and we'll make you a star?
I had a couple in the past. I had a couple indie labels reach out to me and stuff like that. But you know how with the indie records, you pay to play, and so with those, I did not want to get involved with. So I've pretty much been running it fully independent for as long as I can remember. I know with Gary, we're kind of doing kind of like a mini partnership because he has his own label and stuff like that, but we're not necessarily signed with him, but we're still doing what we can to help represent the label and represent his company and brand.
Yeah, but I don't even know what labels are anymore. I don't know what they do. I don't know what record companies, what do the suits do for the artist anymore? It looks like to me that the artist has to make his own way. Justin Bieber has to get on YouTube, and Nicki Minaj has to get on YouTube, and they have to build up a fanship. And then all of a sudden, ooh, here comes the record company wanting to get a piece. Oh, we'll make you big. I'm already big. Get out of here. Yeah, move on. Move along. Step to, kick rocks, man. You've made your way. But it's very. I guess when YouTube was brand new, it might have been easier if you caught that wave in the beginning. But now it's getting saturated. TikTok, it's still got a way to get out there, and I know that you're on TikTok as well, right?
Yes, I am. Yes.
Yeah, and I've seen your Instagram but what do you think? Where do you think you're getting the most love? I mean, besides going to the several coffee shops there in Spring, Texas, giving you that love when you do your live performances. But if you just want to play, you want to sit there in your home studio, you want to play for the masses. You got the broadcast software set up, the nice microphone. You have everything, to where it's going to sound nice online. So where do you put the live button? I've been doing a lot of TikToks myself and maybe a few YouTubes, but when you hit the live button, what platform are you mostly going to go out on?
As of lately, it's been TikTok Live. Yeah, I've been doing that one. Just the way I like how the live algorithm kind of pushes it to new people and stuff like that. It kind of like someone could be scrolling and all of a sudden they'll get a glimpse of your live, and I think that's really cool how it operates that way. Whenever I streamed on Twitch, it was like the same. Twitch doesn't push you anywhere. If people discover you, then hooray, you did it. But TikTok is more for the scrollers, which I kind of enjoy. And I've been definitely getting a lot of love on TikTok as of lately. And so slowly but surely, they're moving into my other social medias and whatnot, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, stuff like that. But I think a majority of a lot of the people that have been supporting and have just been following the journey are all through TikTok right now.
Yeah, in your early 30s, you've grown up pretty much with the internet right behind you. You started probably AOL. You've got mail. You probably started there. I had disc after disc. AOL, when they first started, they gave you all these CDs, to load up AOL. I had so many CDs. My apartment, I had a whole wall, and I stapled the CDs up on the wall, and it became pop art. But you've grown up to where AOL and dial-up, now it's high speed. I just got Starlink, your neighbor, Elon. I just got Starlink, so because I'm out in the boonies in Arkansas. So it seems like it's working really well. I'm very happy with Starlink. My wife's very happy with Starlink that they've given us an option out here. But you growing up from dial-up to super fast internet, bigger, better, faster, more. You're on TikTok, and if you get a certain amount of fellowship, they will share the love a little bit, and you might get a little bit of pay out of that. Some people could be a TikTok star or a YouTube star. Twitch. Yeah, I have a computer behind me that's running Twitch almost 24/7, and it just advertises for me. There, Twitch. Right there, right behind me. That computer.
Oh, nice! I got you.
Is running an OBS and Twitch, and it's just You'll see my face just
Yep.
waving there. And but that's pretty much what I use that for. And it hasn't given me any return. Even when I played video games or played music on there. But I know I'm spending a lot of time on social media because that's pretty much what you need to do to build yourself up. It's to get yourself out there on social media because, and I know I started this conversation with the record companies. Back when I started in the 70s and the 80s, you could have a suit come up to you and hear you at a club or at a house party and say, Josh Galvan, I'm going to make you a star. Here's $5,000 advance and sign on the dotted line. And your eyes would probably bug out as a 17, 18-year-old kid, and you would sign on that dotted line. But that $5,000 wasn't yours. You had to pay that back. And it became a kind of a tango, a back and forth. Is everything that you do, oh, I'm going to get a piece of it. Oh, and you know those records, you got to pay for those out of the royalties that it becomes really complicated. But you don't have that as an independent artist. How have you navigated these waters of trying to get successful, get some pay out of this?
So I have created a little bit of I call it my this is my scheme that I've come to figure out. So it definitely helps with a lot of creators as well. I like to imagine the internet or any sort of creative space like a lake or like a pool or a bathtub or whatever you want to think of, like a body of water. Whatever you do is a drop in that water, creates a little bit of waves, right? After that one drop, it'll stop. So you want to keep hitting the surface with a little bit more drops, a little bit more content, more music, more whatever. Create those waves. You're building momentum. People are catching on. They're sharing. They're liking. They're following you. The moment that you stop, you're starting over. And so that's what has helped me push forward with a lot of this stuff. I've been going since 2011. And so it's just, I want to say 2017 is where I ended up slowing down. And that actually had me almost starting over because I did like a little bit of a rebrand and whatnot. But now we're back through it, Josh Galvan music, stuff like that. And we're attacking it even harder, which is a lot of fun. So, and people are catching on, which is nice.
Yeah, I found in this day and age, if you don't post, you're a ghost, man. I know people say they post and ghost, don't read the comments, but I say if you don't post, you're a ghost, man. They're going to forget about you within a few days. My goal is to put 3 videos out, and I put them out on several different social platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok for that matter. And also on Spotify as well. I put the audio versions of the different videos that I make, and this will go out on all those platforms as well. And the only one that's showing me any kind of love right now is Facebook. Funny enough,
Really?
Yeah, I've been putting the reels out there, and I mean they don't give me a lot, but it's a little bit. And I've been on YouTube pretty much since the inception, since they first started. I was putting out stupid little videos, and I think I don't have $100 in there from all the different content that I've put out over the years, and thousands and thousands of videos, lots of work, lots of time away from my family, putting these videos out. And you with the wife, I want to talk about family now that I've transitioned into that. Being a musician, being a working musician, being a touring musician is hard on a family. How do you deal with that with your family?
Well, I mean, in the beginning, it was fully solo kind of thing. I met my wife in 2013. We're about to hit 10 years, which is great. And we have 2 daughters, and so far they have been extremely supportive. So everyone right now, I think as going into my 30s with music, I'm trying to find ways to balance it all and stuff like that. Because say if I do go on a tour, which we're looking into one right now, but if we go on a tour, I want to be able to not stay on the road. I want to be able to go on a weekend, play a gig, come back and stuff like that, and just keep working my way back and forth. That way I'm still directly involved with their lives as well, and not just like, oh, this is what dad does,
Yeah,
So
I mean,
yeah.
yeah. In my 20s, I did do some cross country stuff. In fact, I went through your fine state of Texas. I'm not sure I'm allowed back. I might be wanted.
Oh, no.
It's possible. Check your post office. You might see a poster with me on it. But I remember I went up from Florida, up 75 to 10, and went 10 all the way across the United States, all the way to the 8 to San Diego. So I went all the way across your state. From I can't remember the first one, the first city, but I remember the last city was El Paso. And getting there, I mean, I did some stops in the middle. I did some parties all across the United States, following a singles group, and that was a fun tour. But I was pretty much unattached at the time, and not well. I knew my ex-girlfriend, my now wife. I knew her back then.
Oh,
yeah,
I like that.
She's my ex-girlfriend. Now she's my wife. No, but
right.
So I was on my own. But now, if I wanted to do that, no, I even do gigs that are 4 and 6 hours away. I'll do the gig and then I'll come back home. As tired as I am, I want to make that trek all the way back home. I was at Willamette Mountain, which is at least 4, maybe, I don't know, felt like 6 hours away. Then I did a 6-hour show, and then I drove all the way back by myself. Tired, yeah. Man. I mean, is that what you're trying to do? Is to make it to where you're like a slingshot or a rubber band, where you'll boop out, do the thing, boop, come back.
Yeah, that's my plan. I know right now with talks of the tour that we're starting to develop, they're wanting to hit a bunch of different states and different locations within the states and stuff like that. But I don't think it's going to be back to back. So I feel like there'll be plenty of opportunity to, slingshot back and forth and stuff like that. And so I don't think it's going to be a fully packed out schedule to where it's wake up in Dallas, play in Houston the next day and stuff like that. So I think there'll be plenty of time.
Okay. And that's another thing about being a touring musician is know where you are. I did a show. I did a prom for Marion High School, and it was so close to West Memphis. I said, "Hello, West Memphis." Oh! Needless to say, I've never been invited back there. I'm so sorry, Marion High School. I knew it was because the exits are right there next to each other. It says Marion, it says West Memphis, right next to each other. And I have a good friend that's from West Memphis, so I had that stuck in my head. But I knew it was Marion High School, and I eventually I said Marion High School after a few tries. But if I did the first one was West Memphis. Hey, West Memphis, Marion High School, what's up? And they were like, West Memphis, that's our rival.
Like, who?
Yeah. So know where you're at. You ever had any faux pas while you're on the road? I mean, even as little as forgetting the words to a song.
Oh, I'm always forgetting songs. I'm always forgetting the words. I'm trying so hard, but what I'm getting better at is I'm looking above people now. So if I'm looking at someone, I'm like, okay, they're into it. I'm into it. We're having a good old time. Everything's going great. If they do something funny, it's over. I start tripping up on whatever I'm doing. If I'm playing a song and maybe I see someone like spill their drink or whatever, it completely distracts me, throws me out.
Yeah, but that becomes a yes and. That becomes an improv. That becomes a performance that's only for you and them. It's not like they're listening to the track on the album. Yeah, when we go to a show, we want to hear it as close to what it sounded like on the album to prove that Josh Galvan, he does have talent, and I have no doubt that you have talent. And you give them as soon as they go to a live show, they're going to hear pretty much the same as what's on that track. They're going to hear it live. But if something funny happens, hey, stop the show. Say, where did you get those pants? Or
that's right.
Yeah, that I need a pair of those pants.
I need them
for the next show because those are fantastic. And who bedazzled that shirt, man? But have you ever stopped the show and chatted with people? Because I like storytellers. There used to be a show on VH1 and also on the late great MTV. Rest in peace, MTV. They just died after all those years. Of course, they were dead a long time ago. It used to be, music. And music videos had a place, But I digress again. Do you make music videos for every song? Because I know you have, you have some for the Venice, and you have quite a few music videos out there. I mean, are you getting them professionally made, or are you tapping the family and having them hold up their video camera?
So let's think. For Take Me to Venice, that was professionally done. We worked with Alley Visuals. We worked with goodness, we put it on the spot. Red Ridge Entertainment. We worked with them. Worked with all of our groups, and we went out to the state of Louisiana. Went over to Venice and got on the boats and had a great time. And so that was an awesome music video to do. For the other songs, it's mainly just cell phone.
Well, that's good too, man. And I appreciate the music videos because ever since I have the ability to play videos, that's all I want to do. I don't want to play just songs. Video did kill the radio star. As soon as MTV came out, I wanted to record stuff. There were shows that I did with VHS players, man, going back and forth on VHS players through the 90s. I had the ability to record music videos, not just from MTV, but from, different places. And I would take and have these videos queued up to the songs that I wanted. And I had I did parties back and forth, not 2 turntables and a microphone, 2 video consoles. I had the turntables too, but the videos would be playing on the screens at Iguana was one club down in Miami that I would boop back and forth, boop, boop. So fun.
That's awesome.
So fun. And you had a little monitor here that you could play play it local, and then when you wanted to go live, whoop, up to the live TVs. And the people are just it adds a visual to it. But for you as a live musician, you always have to add more. It has to get better. It used to be 2 turntables and a microphone. Now I have the video. Now I have the lights. Now I have, bring your sound system. It's a lot of work, man, to be an independent DJ, to be an independent musician. Are you your own roadie? Do you bring all your equipment on your own, and you have your own PA system that if people want to hire you for a house party, Josh Galvan's got his stuff.
Boom.
You're dragging it all in by yourself?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I just I have an old dusty PA system I used to work with and stuff like that. I just recently got one of the Bose little line arrays and stuff like that. And so now I like it. It's so light. And so I set it up anywhere, 180 degrees of sound. We're golden wherever we need to go.
I have seen that setup. It's like the stick, right? The Bose.
The stick.
Oh my gosh. Well, all right. Back to college, 1987. We had an assembly in the auditorium at Broward College. Okay. They said, hey, come on by if you want to check out this audio thing. And here I am. I'm taking psychology. I'm also in communications. I'm on the radio. I was doing a radio school back then. And I said, yeah, let's go. And they had, we had a bunch of kids there, and there's a little speaker. No. There's this big giant cabinet, and it's playing ba 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 boom ba 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 ba, and we're listening. The whole place is filled up with sound, and this guy comes out in a lab coat, shuffles on over, pulls the cabinet away, and it's a little tiny Bose speaker filling up this whole room with sound. Bose has been doing it, man.
Yeah.
They take their little, I've never opened up a Bose, but I've seen kind of a cutaway online, and it's like the air chambers. That's how they get all the air in that little area. You still have the same amount of air as in a big speaker, but they put it through chambers. It's crazy how good those things sound. Yeah. Okay. Josh Galvan needs to be sponsored by Bose. So Bose, go send some cash his way, and he will talk all about your fine speaker system, audio system.
Always.
So there, see, I'm trying to throw some people, put it out to the universe. It's good to get sponsorship. In fact, I saw your link tree, and one of the things on your link tree is Hey, show me some love. Throw me some cash at the Cash App.
Right.
You got your Cash App out there. It's good because some people are on a different level. Maybe they've had a little bit more success. Maybe they see a Josh Galvan. Maybe they say, you know what? I want to help that guy out in his career. How about a free $100? Boom. Throw it out there. Bam. I don't need this $100. Boom. I was going to burn it on liquor anyway. Boom. Josh Galvan can probably use it to buy his lovely wife some flowers or his kids a pair of shoes, something. Mm-hmm. So, mm-hmm. But I like that. And you also have merchandise. People, another thing about the music business, it changed when MP3s came around, when Napster came around, when downloading music legally or illegally came around. People aren't selling records. They're not selling CDs. I think that one record behind me is the only record I own. And there's 2 CDs there as well. And those are pretty much the only things I own. And where are they? Stuck up on the wall because I don't even have turntables anymore. I have electronic turntables. I have, some Pioneers and some Rain turntables. Nice. So, you don't even need the 2 turntables and a microphone. You have these controllers that control MP3s. So Friday night when I'm playing my Josh Galvan music, I can go wiki Josh Galvan. I can mix it, I can remix it, and it's nice, man. But do you even sell records? Do you even sell CDs anymore?
I used to. I went through CD Baby, had like my whole stack of 100, and I would play a couple shows, hand them out, stuff like that, and I would try to sell them as much as I could, but people like their handouts, so it got to a point where I was like, you know what, take a just have a good time with them, whatever you need to do. And a lot of people have not opened them because now you can stream them, now you can do whatever, so they just kind of have them as like a little memorabilia thing. But I would love to get a full vinyl press because those are starting to come back a little bit. That'd be so fun.
See, I have that one vinyl record. Have nothing in the house to play it on. I gave up my techniques in 2000 when MP3s came around, and it was all electronic. It was so much easier to, instead of carrying crates of records, I carried my computer. I have every record ever made. If I want to download a song, 99 cents, $2, whatever the price is out there. Oh, what song do you want? I don't happen to have it already. Boom, boom, boom. 30 seconds later, it's in the mix. It's out there.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have that Josh Galvan. Boop, boop, boop. Now I have that Josh Galvan. I bought it. Boom, it's in there. And you have that. Do you make albums now, or is it all singles?
As of right now, I've been pushing a couple albums. I think I have like 3 that I've fully done, like all like full length albums. I've been doing a lot of EPs, so it's like maybe working like little groups of 5 here and there. I know we're pushing an EP out here in the beginning of February, which will be nice. I'm excited about that one. But yeah, no, singles have been more fun. Create different artwork, stuff like that. But I love doing the albums. The albums are great.
But is that how it's organized on your Spotify by album, or is it single after single after single? Because I'm looking at your disc. Okay, you have discography, and you have Pain Remains, and okay, is that kind of a theme through your life? What is the Pain Remains, man? Are you okay? Are you okay?
No, not okay. So Lorna Shore, there's a deathcore band called Lorna Shore. They've slowly been growing, and they're an amazing group. Will Ramos, he's like pioneering metal music right now with his vocals. He's doing a lot of different things that people are now starting to get used to, and it's awesome. They have a lot of really, really aggressive music, and I've seen a lot of their stuff. I went out on a limb, made an acoustic version of one of their songs called Glenwood, and it started picking up on YouTube. And from there, someone said, hey, they have a trilogy called Pain Remains. Check it out. Checked it out. They said, you should try and do a cover of that. Started working on it. Created these. I kind of did like a reimagining of it because the song itself, there was not a really hard cadence to kind of follow and stuff like that. turned it into like more of like a singer-songwriter acoustic song. And so I did their entire Pain Remains trilogy. So that's where those songs came from. But oh man, people have been loving them right now. They're getting a lot of love.
Okay, you mentioned metal. Do you do a lot of any of the screamo, or it's really hard on your throat?
It is, yeah. So I've been working with a band called Long Enough. They're out of North Carolina. I've been doing some vocals for them. That's more the metalcore stuff. So I like it because it's a way of like pushing vocals and stuff like that. Because I pride myself in calling what I do like spaghetti music. Just whatever we're in the mood for, throw it at the wall, see what sticks, see what people like, see what they don't like. So yeah, any sort of like opportunity to really advance and try new techniques and stuff like that, it's a lot of fun to dig into that stuff. So
well, yeah, I mentioned in the beginning of this that you're not stuck in one genre. You'll play anything. Josh Galvan will metamorphosize into what is it, geckos? What are the ones that changed colors?
Chameleon.
You chameleon yourself into different genres. When you're writing a song, are you thinking about the melody as you're writing it? Oh, this would be a good techno song, or any song could be any genre depending on how you sing it. I mean, I guess the postmodern jukebox has been at the forefront of that. Any
That's right.
song could be a pop song or a jazz song, or and then the a cappella singers, they could sing whatever song they want, and mashups with Glee. That TV show was mashing up all kinds of songs. But when you're writing a song, what are you thinking about melody wise?
Well, I honestly, I pride myself in kind of top lining all of my own music. And so I'll do the production at home. I'll create the beats, create the whole instrumental, create the whole track. Once the track's done, I'm like, okay, let's throw some words on this. And so so it could be anything. Maybe I'll be playing an acoustic guitar and go, okay, maybe this could be like a country song. Oh, maybe this can be a rock song. And then I turn those chords into piano or whatever. And now I'm like, oh, maybe it could be EDM. Maybe it could be pop. Who knows? And so, yeah, I'm always just jumping around. I know the album that I have on Spotify called Jukebox, because speaking of Jukebox, I call that one like my musical resume, because it goes from like EDM and dance to hip hop to thrash and modern metal. And there's even like a couple of nods to country music in there as well. So it's just a whole spread. But that's mainly how it's been. It's just create the song first, add the words after. The only one that's been different with that would be Venice. Venice was the one where I had the words first.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I love learning new things, and I'm today years old when you're going to explain to me what top lining is. What is top lining?
So top lining is what a lot of people do in the songwriting world. They take a whole instrumental. The instrumental can be completely made, and you put words to it. Whatever the song does, the words will follow the song, versus the opposite, where people will kind of make hits in certain big moments in the song, but it's because the words are written in a certain way that they want to make it fit.
Okay, so you're saying you create your own beats? Is that what that is?
Sir.
Okay, so that's top lining is making the instrumental first and then creating a song out of it.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
I think Bill Murray did that with Star Wars. Star Wars, nothing but Star Wars. Yeah,
back in the that's top lining.
Okay, all right, but you were gonna say?
Oh yeah, so like even like other singer-songwriters out there that aren't producing their own music, someone could give them an entire track, like a couple tracks, no instruments, or a couple tracks, no words, rather, and then they'll write over the top of it to create the song to finish it out. Yeah, so that would be the top line. Yeah,
I know. I played with Fruity Loops. I guess it's FL Studio now. This portion of the podcast brought to you by FL Studio. Please sponsor Josh Galvan.
Hey,
see, I'm gonna throw a bunch your way, man. Put it out to the universe, and hopefully some love comes back to you. But I mean, as this thing winds down, I think we're getting an idea of who you are. But tell me what does Josh Galvan want to do in the immediate future, or what have you done over this last year, and how do you want to extend that into the next year?
Over this last year, I've made Nashville my home away from home. Went back and forth, did a lot of writing, did a lot of recording, stuff like that. All of that has been building momentum up to the end of 2025. 2026, we're planning a tour. 2026, we're taking all that effort and we're going to get it in front of people. So I'm very, very excited about that. That's my goal, is to get on stage, meet as many people as I can, perform, get everything that we've been doing thus far in front of people, in their speakers, stuff like that. That's the main goal for 2026, is to perform, get on stage more.
From what I understood in the beginning, do you have the tour planned out, or you don't have it planned out just yet?
Right now, it is planned. It's under development, though. We're still waiting on a lot of confirmations and stuff like that. So once dates come in, hopefully we'll start getting more announcements set up. But that's where we're at right now. Is it's definitely, I would say 80% done.
Well, for all your friends in the Spring, Texas, Dallas area, is Josh Galvan playing in the next few months, or do you have some dates that people can go and make a pilgrimage to see Josh Galvan?
Right now, you can find me on Thursdays. I play open mic nights at Trilogy in Spring, Texas, the coffee shop. We're planning on making another return to Odd Muse Brewery up in Dallas, Texas. The big one that we have planned is Cook's Garage in Lubbock. With that one, we'll do full band. That one's going to be more of a Pacifico event, because we locked in a deal with them, and we're very excited to represent the Pacifico as a brand. And that's also going to be where we kick off the tour, hopefully, once everything's all set up.
Very cool.
So that's the plan. Yes, sir.
All right. We mentioned coffee shops quite a bit. What's your coffee of choice? What's your order?
My order? God, well, honestly, drip. I drip coffee all the way. But if I'm wanting to reward myself, anything with like caramel or vanilla. Yeah.
Yeah, I've tried some of these chocolate shakes with espresso in it. Nothing beats, a little coffee with some milk, man. That's espresso right. With milk. Like I said, my wife, after all these years, she told me it's called the Americano, because espresso by itself is just like, that's how the Cubans drink it. And it's too bitter, so I throw a little sugar and a little milk in there, or sometimes just chocolate milk. Espresso right. And chocolate milk, man. Call me a wild child, but I'm
gonna do that later.
That's my drink of choice, man. Cafe Bustelo, sponsor me. No, I'm kidding. I know I've been throwing that out a lot, but seriously, man, if people want to show you some love, you have that on your link profile, and if people want to get a hold of you and they say your vocals will be great on my track, or maybe a hip hop artist needs a hook, they want a Josh Galvan to sing the hook for their fantastic hip hop song, would you be open to that?
Always. That's so fun. I got to work with a couple other musicians, hip hop artists and stuff like that. I've gotten to do a couple hooks for them as well, and it's so fun just to explore the different genres like that, especially like helping someone out with their craft as well.
Well, this is the part where you give credit where credit is due. Give some shout outs to the people that have helped you along the way, and people that you've worked with and you're excited to maybe work with again, or maybe that dream that you want to work with that one person that's just out of reach right now, but maybe.
Right. Hey, I would say, man, so big shout out was Lil Cash, Young Cash, working with him. The Painter out of the Woodlands, Texas, working with him. We did a song called Honey. It's an awesome song, more of like a dance track. Great stuff. I want to continue working with him, and hopefully we'll co-write a couple songs together. As far as like the reaches, would love to work with Jason Mraz, would love to work with Ed Sheeran, stuff like that. Just get on those kinds of stages, that platform. That's a lot of fun. And, maybe even some country. Maybe we'll get involved with a lot of country artists as well. I know Jake Compton out in Nashville, been working with him as well. And so just anywhere I need to go, any genre, send it. It'll be a good time.
Hey, Josh Galvan, your dreams can come true. You say you've been hanging out in Nashville and you're in Texas. So these are two places where music just thrives, man. These are places that, I'm from Miami, so I know we had a music scene down there, and you can go to New York, you can go to LA. There's so many places. Even in Dallas, there's got to be a gigantic music scene. So maybe there's an Ed Sheeran or Jason Mraz that's going to be floating through there, and you might open for them, and then at the end of the show,
awesome.
close it up with a jam. I could see that.
Oh,
I could see that happening.
Love it.
Oh, that'd be beautiful. Well, I hope that happens for you, my man. And I look forward to hearing more about the tour. And every time I see, hey, now you have KeysDAN as a Josh Galvan fan. Every time I see you online, I'll try to share you. That's one thing that you can do for an artist that doesn't cost much, but an extra second of time. Share it to your profile. Share it to your music group. Share it to people that might want to go and support Josh Galvan. Isn't that a good thing to do? I mean,
awesome.
How can people support you now? They could buy some merch. What kind of merch do you have out there? I didn't check the store.
Oh, well, I've been working with on fourthwall.com. I have my links as well. I think they're in my bios, my link tree and stuff like that, but I've been designing it all myself. Sometimes it's very simple, little JG on the shirt. Lately we've been doing a lot of the Venice merch as well, tumblers, things like that, really kind of pushing the fishing atmosphere and whatnot. But yeah, there's anything from t-shirts to polos where we got it all. And so if anyone is like, hey, I like this design, but I want a different color, let me know. I'll put it in there. Why not? And so
when I was first starting out, I had my face on a pair of underwear, amongst other things. And when I got married, she shot that in the butt. Nope. Take that off. No, we'll not have your face on a pair of panties. No.
Oh, man.
And I respect. Yes, that took that off. But it's amazing what these drop shipping and it throws you a buck or two. They do all the work and you get a little benefit because people want to buy some merchandise. So that's one way that you could support Josh Galvan. But the best way, probably go out and not just buy your music, but go out to a show, to a Josh Galvan show, and throw your money in the hat or
That's
the bucket.
Right.
Now, do you do
a QR code?
Do you do primarily solo, or do you have a group of people that you work with sometimes?
Primarily solo. I'll set up. I'll do a full acoustic setup. I put a QR code behind me. I'll set out QR codes on the tables and stuff like that. If you want to do tips or request different songs, you can. And like I said, I pride myself in knowing a lot of different genres and stuff like that. So I whatever people want, really. When I played in the Odd Muse, I did like a lot of Eminem. People were requesting Eminem and was it 311 and stuff like that. So it was like a whole spread. It was so fun.
It is fun, man. And what you should do, I mean, I guess make a song list and put it, a website to it or part of that QR code. But I know that one QR code is good that has your Cash App to it. And then because in the 90s, before all this Cash App, I said, if you want to request, go ahead and write it on a $20 bill and hand it to me.
That's right. Yep. Well, I think we with ours, we do it's $5 a request, but if you want to push it to the top, it's 10.
Nice. He's a bargain. He's a bargain, people. All right, Josh Galvan. Hey, I want to thank you for coming on. I don't want this to be the last time that we talk, but I always finish these things off with last words for the people. Do you have anything else that you want to get in there before we do the last words?
I would just say if as a response to anybody listening, anybody who is curious about what we're doing, it's a ride. It's going to be a ride. Right now, 2026, we want to try and get in front of everybody. We want to try and get new music out there. We want to just keep pushing what we did in 2025. To all the listeners, thank you. Thank you for listening to what we've been doing. Thank you for joining us on the journey. We're just getting started, but the fact that people have been supporting us and following and liking and sharing and everything under the sun, it's nothing but motivation and just keeps us pushing forward. So
it has been an extreme pleasure talking to you. You're well-spoken. You have, it's so nice. You're putting a smile on my face. Just, I can tell you're a really good person, or at least hey, look, we all try to be, but you're genuinely, you seem like you're a very good person. All right. I always finish these things off with last words for the people. This could be words to live by. This could be a mantra that you heard a long time ago. Maybe something you wake up with every morning or whatever pops into your head at this moment in time. Josh Galvan, give the last words for the people.
Don't dream it, be it.
Well, there you have it, party people. Josh Galvan. What a nice man. And he's got his head on straight. He's got business in his acumen. He learned about international business German. This is a German. I could see a tour in Germany. I could see that and beyond. I mean, Josh, I told you in the beginning, Josh Galvan, you should be bigger than you are already. You have the sound, you have the quality, you have attention to quality. Just the fact that you had the headphones, the microphone, you were set up, the audio quality of this is probably going to be as good as the best podcast that I've done, because you took the time to set up a mic, to make sure that you could hear and to get things right. That shows an attention to detail. And I'm sure you put that out every show that you do. You know, you got that nice Bose stick. I've seen that set up with some of the acoustic setups that I've seen around town here in Conway, Arkansas and Little Rock, Arkansas. And it sounds pretty great. It's pretty great. It's kind of expensive, but it's worth it because it sounds good. And I always get the best equipment. I always want to have the best equipment. You want it to sound right. And then, you know, make sure that you could sing the right songs, sing the right words. But that's not even as important as giving a good show, making sure it sounds right, it looks right, your guitar is tuned up right, your voice is tuned up right as well. So I'm stoked, man. It's so good to know you, Josh Galvan. So good to be a Josh Galvan fan. I'm on board. I know your Facebook is Galvan8, the number 8, Galvan8. I get it. I have all the links to the various Josh Galvan social medias right down there in the show notes. But if you look up Josh Galvan, Galvan, on your favorite search engine, all his stuff's probably going to come up. Yeah. So it's good. It's branded right. It's he's got the right idea. I know you got to brand yourself. You got to put yourself out there on social media. It's a lot of hard work before you actually do the show to make sure that people know where the show is and how to get to the show and how much it's going to be when they get to the show. That way there's no surprises and nobody gets mad. But you're doing it right, man. You grew up at the right time, started with around the time of AOL. I think I was in my late 20s when AOL came out, and you were probably just a kid, just waking up into this world and finding out about things around you. So you went from AOL to where we're at now, and in Texas. Thanks for playing along with me. I appreciate it. Thanks for being on the What Makes You Famous podcast. That's it for this edition of What Makes You Famous. Thanks again, Josh Galvan. Now, I'm turning my attention to you, my loyal listener. If you'd like to tell your story, I encourage you to give me a call, 501-470-6386, or email keysdan@aol.com. That's it for me. It's KeysDAN, RadioWhat.com, DJLittleRock.com. Peace. I'm out of here.